No matter how you identify, Gay SA Radio has something for you.
Gay SA Radio,
where you are family.
Gay SA Radio is an internet radio station aimed at the LGBTQ+ community of South Africa, the African continent, and indeed the world. We broadcast through our website, gaysaradio.co.za, and you can also find an app for your smartphone on the website. Now, the following is part of the Gay SA Radio interview series, and this interview was recently broadcast on Gay SA Radio.
No matter your identity, Gay SA Radio will make you feel at home.
Gay SA Radio, where you are family.
You are listening to Gay SA Radio, where you are family, and that was Genesis with Abacab. And on the line with me, I have Cheslyn from CB Entertainment. Cheslyn, are you there?
Hi there, Rian. How are you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm very good. Let me just say hi to your listeners as well. It was pretty rude of me to say hi, Rian. Hello to your listeners as well.
So you, and I see all the listeners waving their hands, going, "Hello, Cheslyn."
I love that. I love that.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about CB Entertainment. You guys are involved with Mr. Gay World.
Yes, we involved with Mr. Gay World. In actual fact, no, let me not say we involved Mr. Gay World. We'll be running the audio, visual, and staging for Mr. Gay World 2018. We're a company based in Port Elizabeth, and we do staging. We do the preferred provider for sound, lighting, projectors, screens at the boardwalk in the entertainment world. And yeah, we do quite a bit of shows. We do conferencing. Is more on in the forefront of what we do, but yeah, I when I spoke to Jan, I thought I'll tackle this challenge for Mr. Gay World 2018.
Is it the first one that you guys are doing?
It's the first time I'm going to be doing the Pink Lurie Fears, but 3-4 years ago, I was involved in the local event in Port Elizabeth. So we ran 2 years in succession. And I pretty much enjoyed it. I enjoyed the challenge. And it was great. So when I got the call or the request, I think I immediately said yes without even thinking what is on our schedule in May.
How are you preparing for the Mr. Gay World event?
Look, quite a bit of preparation goes in. Obviously, I got together with the organizers, or some of the organizers, and in actual fact, they made an appointment and flew down to Port Elizabeth so that I could get a look, just a feel of what is expected vis-a-vis what it is that I can present. We then got together, we put some sketches together. I then did a draft I took their draft and worked on what I have, and that's basically how we got to. It's not my layout, it's the organizers' layout, but we tweak here and there to make it work for both the organizers. So quite a bit of preparation goes into that, Rian. Before just setting up, one needs to plan, one needs to know what's going to happen. And we went as far as doing, some sketches so that we can measure up the venue to what it is that is going to be presented.
What is, this is a large event, and there's a lot of audio-visual stuff going in. So what does it actually entail? Obviously when you think of audio-visual, the first thing you think of is lights and smoke machines, but there's more to that.
Yes, look. The stage setup and stage layout, or the ramp, as we would call it, is very important because it's a pageant, and that needs a stage. But the stage is going to be pretty different, so the stage will suit the venue. There's a lot of trussing going up. There's a lot of lighting going up, and I'm finalizing the screen. So I don't want to say much about that because I'm busy with some suppliers down in PE in terms of screens and not your normal screens. I think that's what I want to say. I don't want to give too much away, kind of thing.
So it's a
if you understand
surprise.
what I'm saying. That's a surprise. Yes, I'm actually going to leave a few things as a surprise because I really want people to come out, and I think it's going to be awesome. I don't think. I know it's going to be awesome.
Your company is 100% a BBBBEEEEE and all that.
All
rest.
the B's and all the
All the
E's.
E's, they're all there. The only things that's not there is the A's and the D's. So do you also support the LGBTQ community, and how?
Yes, I do. Like I said, I've been involved in the 2 or 3 years in succession. There was a gentleman from Yellow Lizard, Hanro. I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name or can say his company's name. And he approached me about 4 years ago, and it was really challenging in the venue that we were. I enjoyed the challenge, and I actually enjoyed working. I enjoyed working with the guys. So that is my kind of support to the LGBTQ community where that's concerned.
And, getting involved in LGBTQ plus events, this is not your first one, Mr. Gay Walter. There's been others.
No, there's been others that I've been involved with. Like I said, more in from the PE side. I do find that some people are, I don't know if they're skeptical or was I just the easiest person to approach, or was I at the boardwalk at the time when Handro approached me? In actual fact, there was quite a number of people that approached me, but Handro was on the forefront. And I really enjoy working with Handro. He's actually become a very good friend of mine. So, yeah, that's my support, yes.
What do you think of the label LGBTQ plus? Do you think it's necessary to have a label like that?
I don't really think it's necessary to have a label. I just think if you look at the past, I think people used to label lesbians and gays. And I think probably, I'm assuming from that came the LGBTQ label. Personally, I don't label people. It's almost like labeling people as in black and white. That one now needs to label people as lesbian and gay. How about just us being people?
I'm fully with you on that. That's you and I are speaking the same language.
Exactly. So it's probably just principle, but that's me. That's my feeling. It doesn't matter if you're lesbian or gay. To me, you're a person, and your preferences is yours, and my preferences are mine. So there is a label, and there's probably a reason for the label, so that people could become aware or become more aware of lesbian and gays. But I really don't think I don't think it's necessary. I just love dealing with people, Rian, and I love people. I'm in a people's game, So whether the label is necessary or not, the label probably is necessary for the awareness or the more awareness of. But I also believe that the lesbian and gay community is a very strong community. And if I have to speak as a business person, it's a community nonetheless. So I believe that the lesbian and gay community is strong in rands, one, and two, their rands, or I'm going to say there, not to distinguish, but for the purpose of the label, I'm going to say their rands is as good as anybody else's rands. And that is not just speaking from a business perspective. Personal perspective, from the awareness, yes, LGBTQ, but I don't think it is necessary for a label.
How do you decide what events to cover?
Be very honest, I just get a mail, and the nature of the person that I am, I'll just go and say yes, and eventually work out how I'm going to do it. There are certain things that people would request, so there is no decision in who to cover or who not to cover. It is basically dependent on how busy we are. This request came through last year already. Now, that is a sign of good organization already. Point number one, that counts in my book. If we do have people that will ask for a sponsorship a week or two or even a month before the time, but then our schedules have already been worked out. So by the time I was contacted by Johan, there was not such a huge schedule for the next year. So I could commit myself, and I wanted to commit myself to this event from a personal perspective and then also from a business perspective.
What can we expect from CB Entertainment in the near future? What else is happening?
Look, there's a lot of things happening. Like I said, at the moment, we're the preferred provider, and that helps a lot at the Boardwalk. And as you know, Boardwalk in PE is basically the place to be. PE doesn't have much, and those are one of the things that counts for a lot, being at the Boardwalk. So we do most of the shows, we do most of the conferences at the Boardwalk in PE. And as a matter of fact, it's such a coincidence that I'm chatting to you now this morning. My guys left for Queenstown yesterday, so it doesn't really matter. They left for Queenstown.
No pun intended.
Set up for a job this morning. So I'm saying PE, and I'm thinking, oh, my guys are in Queenstown, I'm in PE, you know. So there's a lot more that's going to happen. I'm not all that young in terms of a number anymore, but the CB brand, I'm really wanting to grow to a point where the life of Cheslyn Botha is not about Cheslyn Botha. The life of Cheslyn Botha, being a DJ in the early 80s, and the community that supported me as a DJ at nightclubs, at community halls, whatever. It's time to give back. So a lot of the staff that I have are either uneducated or completely unskilled. And that is part of Cheslyn Botha, that if that would be my legacy, when I walk away from the industry, or if I have to leave the industry, there would be a legacy of people that could have become gangsters, that could have become walking the streets, that could have become, just lying the streets. Yes, we cannot assist and help everyone, but that would be my bit that I would then contribute. So a lot of my staff, I've got more staff than what I need. So basically, we get our money at the end of the month. All our money gets paid into our staff and the small other expenses that we have to pay. So I put a huge contribution to the development of people. And I'm pretty proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that.
Cheslyn, thank you so much. It's been amazing speaking to you, and I think it's for us as a gay community, it is absolutely also a pride thing to be involved with you. We are very proud of having people like you who are willing to work with us.
Thank you, Rian. I just cannot wait come May. I promise you, I cannot wait for May to come, because really, it's going to be an awesome show that's going to be put together.
Well, there we go. I spoke to Cheslyn Botha from CB Entertainment, and they are doing the entertainment at the Mr. Gay World event. Cheslyn, once again, thank you so much for your time, and I definitely at some point would like to have you back on the show.
Thank you so much. Lovely being on the show. And to all your listeners, lots of kisses and love.
Gay SA Radio.
Slay, mama.
Where you are family.
I trust you found that interesting and informative. If you like what you hear, then you can perhaps stream Gay SA Radio through the website gaysaradio.co.za, or you could get the smartphone app also on the same website. Gay SA Radio, where you are family.